What's going on, preppers? Economic Prepper here. Hope that you're doing very well today. We just got back from Costco and it was a madhouse in there. Um, there were some sales on non-food items that we observed, but food prices are just as high as they have been over the last several weeks. I didn't see shortages on anything in particular. I mean, I did see some shortages on some things that we wanted to buy that they were out of, but I wouldn't say like widespread shortages. Um, there, just a couple of empty shelf spaces, but not like empty shelves throughout the store, nothing like that. So that was good to see. So overall, I think that at least our local economy and local supply chain is slightly improving. You guys can let me know what you guys are seeing in your areas. I know we've got subscribers all over the United States, so that's really cool that we can get a good consensus of what things are looking at, what are supplies looking like in different parts of the country. I did not remember to look at baby formula in Costco, in my local Costco, so I can't even speak to that one. But prices are so high that even companies like Walmart, they want suppliers to start covering their trucking costs. Now, these fuel prices, they've gone down. Fuel prices have gone down. In fact, there's a local gas station near me. They're charging, I want to say it was $3.98 a gallon for the cheap stuff, which is the regular. It's the 87 octane. That's our lowest octane here, and it's $3.98 a gallon. The premium is still like 80 cents more than that, so like $4.70 something cents. But anyway, we did see a retraction in fuel prices, which is good at the pump. Is this permanent? Are we going to see more of a decline in fuel prices? That has yet to be seen. But the price of the fuel in the United States is so high that even companies like Amazon and Walmart, they're feeling it. It's hitting their bottom line, and transportation of goods and products, it's a huge deal. Now, I don't know if you guys realize, but companies like Amazon and Walmart, they don't only sell their own products. So for example, if you go to Amazon, I would say less than 50% of the products on Amazon, probably even less than 40% of the products for sale on Amazon are actually being sold by Amazon. And so what that means is that you've got a lot of different third-party sellers that create listings on Amazon and sell their product through Amazon's website, but it's not Amazon's product, if that makes sense. So let's just pretend that I open up a company and I just call it, Economic Preppers, Economic Preppers Supplies. And I'm making products, and then I list my products somewhere for sale. Well, where am I going to sell it? I could create a website. I could probably sell some stuff on Amazon, eBay, but since Amazon has so much traffic, I'll just sell my products on Amazon, and 1 million people are visiting Amazon every single day. I'll get some of those sales. And so I can ship my products into Amazon's warehouses, and they will fulfill my orders on behalf of me. So I'll just send in like 1,000 different products, create a pretty listing, and then whenever you're typing in whatever you're looking for, I can be among the search results of products that you can potentially purchase. And so I would be a third-party seller on Amazon. A lot of people call it Amazon FBA because it's FBA, it's fulfilled by Amazon. And so Amazon's just got this huge fulfillment centers, multiple fulfillment centers that allows third-party sellers to sell on their platform. And Walmart is doing something very, very similar. Now, what they're doing here is they're trying to, so that's third-party sellers, but also Walmart and Amazon, they have suppliers of the products that they sell. Now, for the most part, third-party sellers that are selling on Amazon and Walmart, they're seeing the same cost that everybody else is. And they're either A, eating the cost, which would mean that they're shrinking their profit margin as they increase their expenses and attempt to keep their prices at the same levels. Their profit margins are shrinking. But then other sellers are saying, hey, no, we're going to pass these expenses on to the customer, and of course the products costs and prices are going higher. Well, now, due to the runaway of price of fuel, Walmart is going to charge some of their suppliers of their own products for the fuel that Walmart uses to haul products from suppliers' warehouses to the retailers' actual retail store locations themselves. So basically, a lot of the products that end up on Walmart shelves, they come from the suppliers' warehouses. And so Walmart would send their big, huge semi trucks to these different suppliers to pick up the products from the suppliers to bring them into the retail stores. Well, Walmart's literally, they're going to start charging new fuel fees and ultimately impose a collect pickup charge to certain suppliers. Now, depends on who you are as a supplier. This is the way the game works. If you're a big player in the game, if you're a big supplier, huge supplier, Walmart's not going to be able to, at Walmart and companies like Walmart, they're not going to be able to just kind of like pick on you and force you to succumb to covering these fuel costs, these new fuel fees that they're trying to impose. But if you're a smaller supplier and and let's just say you're a company like Walmart who knows you can kind of like strong arm them, the smaller company, into accepting these fuel costs, just because some of these smaller companies are just happy to be able to sell their products through Walmart, and they know if Walmart is one of their biggest customers, well, we got to do whatever Walmart says. And so it's almost like, I don't want to say taking advantage of the smaller companies, but it kind of is. It's business. It's business, and I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm just saying that's kind of the way the game goes. But yeah, so these new charges, they're going to apply on August 1st, and then they're going to go, on from that point. Now, here's the thing. Whatever costs there are, they ultimately end up coming down to the customer. So whether or not Walmart's going to cover these fuel costs or the suppliers covering this fuel cost, it's going to end up coming back to the customer. Now, if the supplier pushes back, Walmart could say, hey, well, we just won't carry your product anymore. We'll go somewhere else. But if Walmart realizes that they're the only supplier in the game, or they're the best deal for Walmart, then Walmart's more than likely going to say, hey, we're not even going to mess with these people. We'll eat the cost. But know for a fact that your food prices, your whatever product that particular supplier provided, that product is going to be more expensive at the shelves for me and you. Now, this is, and now what's really interesting here is that regardless of how high these fuel costs are going, you look at Walmart stock, ticker symbol WMT, their dividend is still paying very strong. And, companies like Walmart, they're spending billions of dollars a year paying out these dividends to shareholders. And it's just a part of the game. It's a part of the deal. Basically, a shareholder is they're a part owner in these companies, whether it's Walmart, Apple. I think Apple pays a small dividend, and all these companies, they're paying out these dividends to these shareholders. Well, guess what? One of the ways that a company could try to like lower their prices or keep the prices low to not affect the consumer would be, technically, you could just say, hey, let's cut back on this dividend that we're paying out to our shareholders. Times are tight. They could do that, but more than likely what they generally do, and what we've seen so far, is that they just jack up the prices at the stores that we pay so that shareholders of these stocks in the stock market can continuously get paid. So just know that when you're in the stores, you're paying the shareholders check that goes out every quarter, right? Where do you think that the shareholder dividend payments come from? They come from us, right? So I guess the flip side to it could be, if you invested in some of these companies and you're holding Walmart stock, for example, or Amazon stock. I don't know if Amazon pays a dividend. I don't think they do, but Apple pays a dividend, a small dividend. So if these companies are making money, you're actually getting money too, in the form of these quarterly dividend checks or dividend payments that they send out. So I guess that's one way to counteract that. Might not be a bad idea, we'll cover that in a future video. But basically, this is Walmart handing over a lump sum of money to suppliers, or rather, a lump sum of monetary expenses onto suppliers that Walmart's just no longer willing to cover anymore. Now, this year, the company, or Walmart specifically, expects that their fuel costs are going to be $160 million more than even expected. Now, I don't know how much they're spending on fuel, but if you're over budget by $160 million, while we're feeling pain at the pump, so are these retailers, so are these other companies. But at the same time, it's not like these retailers are simply paying this added cost and it's not showing up in the retail prices that we're paying every time we walk inside these stores. So just a heads up, you guys. And you know, fuel and transportation surcharges, they're nothing new to the world of e-commerce. They're nothing new to the world of retail. You know, it's just part of the game. But the fact of the matter is that these fuel costs have gone up so fast. You know, big companies like Walmart, Amazon, they're literally changing their business model to essentially forward these extra costs onto their suppliers, which I don't think that this is the traditional practice. And so this is a big change coming out of Walmart, and I would expect additional changes like this going forward. As our economy evolves and changes, businesses, corporations, companies, they're going to have to continuously evolve, and they're going to have to continuously evolve, or they're going to go out of business. They're going to maybe lay people off, raise their prices, change where they're getting their products from, maybe change the types of products that they carry. And this is why a lot of times, sometimes you go in the grocery stores, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but sometimes you go in the grocery stores and you don't see the same products that you used to see, you know. And it's not like they change stuff all the time, but some products you wonder to yourself, you know, I wonder why, you know, Sam's Club stopped carrying this. I wonder why Costco stopped carrying this. I wonder why, you know, Kroger or Piggly Wiggly stopped carrying this one particular product that I really like, you know. You know, things change, things happen in the background that, you know, we as the consumers don't necessarily know. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share this information with you guys because, you know, this is a big change, and we're going to continuously see these big changes. There was actually something else I want to share with you guys, but I'm going to save it for this next video. Drop me some comments down below. Let me know if you're seeing any kind of products, if you're seeing any kind of products no longer available in certain stores that used to be carried. I'm just curious to see what types of products those are, maybe even what brands of products those are that are no longer being carried there. But yeah, big companies like Walmart and Amazon eating the costs, fuel's raising left and right. They're not gonna keep doing this. So anyway, guys, drop a like in the video if you've made it this far. Consider subscribing to the channel. Economic Prepper here, and I will see you guys on the next video.